Why you should start training as a hybrid athlete. So every discipline requires some specific training. Every athlete has a certain degree of specialization. Marathon runners don't max out on bench press every training session because this would not help them achieve their goal, would not help them run faster. But for the majority of the population, for people who are not professional athletes, for people who are not planning to become elite runners, there probably is no need to train in such a specific way. So if you're not a professional athlete, then chances are there's probably absolutely no need to focus exclusively on hypertrophy training, on only going to the gym, as you're probably doing right now. Now I get it, having an aesthetic physique and looking big is good, but there is also something else in training. In fact, I believe everyone should incorporate both strength training and resistance training. So last year, I ran my first marathon. You can see the medal right there. And I trained for it running while also doing some hypertrophy training at the gym. So today, I want to break down what the actual benefits of hybrid training are and why you should start hybrid training. First of all, optimal body composition. Focusing just on strength training will maybe give you a good looking body, but that's it. Nothing more, just an aesthetic muscular body. So yes, maybe your body looks good, but chances are you probably don't feel very good. In fact, your cardiovascular activity is probably zero. So you're barely able to do any cardiovascular activity because for years, all you've done was going to the gym and lifting heavy weights, moving weights around. So contract your muscle and rest, contract your muscle and rest. Your heart wasn't really working. Instead, if you start implementing running, swimming, or biking sessions, then your heart will actually start working hard. And this will have huge benefits, which I'll discuss about later. Most importantly though, this affects your body composition. So right now, I'm training for a marathon, I'm running a lot, and I'm also eating a lot. But my body composition, I measured it around 1 month ago, it's still around 9% body fat. So this means my heart is working so much that I'm still having a really defined body. So I'm successfully maintaining my strong definition because of all the calories I'm burning and all the job my heart is doing. If I was only to run, I would probably be skinny. If I was only to go to the gym, maybe I get big. But in both cases, I would be in two extremes. I would be unsatisfied with both of them. By combining the two, I can really find the sweet spot between being athletic and being muscular. So having a good physique while achieving good athletic results, for example in marathons. The second aspect that I really want to emphasize for hybrid training is lifespan and health span. So cardiovascular problems are quite often cause of death in old people. And these problems are often related to factors we cannot control due to genetic reasons. However, our lifestyle and the activities or habits, the things we perform in our daily lives, can deeply influence how our lifespan and health span will look like in the future. Everybody knows performing regular cardiovascular activity reduces the risk of developing a cardiovascular disease and improves your lifestyle. So lifespan is simply how long you live, while health span is how long you live well, which is really different. And what really fascinates me is that we can control our health span, so how long we live well, by controlling our epigenetics. If you're not familiar with it, epigenetics basically means that we can control our health span by controlling the environment surrounding us. So epigenetics basically studies how behavior influences biology. If I perform cardiovascular activity, intense cardiovascular activity, 3 times a week, I for sure will improve my health span and lifespan by influencing epigenetics. So yes, going to the gym, strength training, will make you bigger and possibly healthier. But what really influences your life quality, the life in your ears is going to be your cardiovascular activity. So please, guys, try to implement some movement, some high intensity heartbeat activity in your in your weekly training sessions. The next point I want to talk about is flexibility with your training. So let's say you went to visit a city with your friends, you're on vacation. And after a couple of days, you realize, oh, okay, maybe I should train. It's been a week since last time I trained. I should really go to the gym. So you search on Google Maps, closest gym. It's 10 kilometers away. So you start wondering, oh, it's going to take me like 40 minutes to reach the gym. Then I had to pay to get in. I'm going to have to train alone because my friends don't want to train. It's going to be difficult, right? Well, if you have a hybrid training schedule, there's not this problem. You can say, okay, you know what? Just going to lace up my running shoes and go out for a run. 30 minutes, 40, 1 hour, as long as I want. Zero cost because I don't have to spend anything for it. The only equipment I need is myself, running shoes, and a surface on which to run, which are 3 things we can easily find. So this hybrid training schedule really gives you a lot of flexibility and degree of freedom in your training sessions. The point here is that training multiple disciplines allows you to arrange your schedule as you wish, according to your needs. For example, I know next week I'll not be here, I'll be on vacation, and I'll organize my week so that this week I'll have more training sessions in the gym, and next week I'll have more running sessions. I'll have more freedom. Now, don't misunderstand me, I really love going to the gym, probably more than I do running. But I believe it's really, really important to combine the two. Now, if you go to the gym and you want to start hybrid training, you don't have to run. Maybe you prefer swimming or biking or anything else, I don't know. And just try to add a cardiovascular resistance, endurance training activity in your schedule. But what's really important, I believe, is that hybrid training optimizes the way you look, the way you feel, and the way you perform. Hybrid training allows you to operate on these 3 segments. You look better, you feel better, and you perform better. If you've arrived to the point of this video, I want to give you small advice. I see many people nowadays who are hyped up for Hyrox or calisthenics or hybrid training, and they start trying all these different workouts, swimming, running, calisthenics, lifting heavy weights, but they can't stick to it. And I believe the most important thing for any training program, as well as for a diet, is that you can stick to it. No training program in the world is going to be effective and is going to influence you and going to give you good results if you can't stick to it and you don't like it. So if you want to start hybrid training, now you know why you should. Just try have a program that you can stick to it. See you in the next one. I hope you enjoyed it.